Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is DAMMO Does England. It is season 11, season 4 here at Burnley. And today, in episode 92, we have Manchester City in a very important game in January. The first thing I am going to say is I was meaning to bring you one of these games. However, I didn't have the best of Sundays ever. Thank God Liverpool did win though to make it a better Sunday. I got off the stream early. I think it was like not even a 2-hour stream. We had like 25 people watching as well, which is huge for a Sunday. I just, mentally was gone with this game because the goals that we were conceding were just some of the most stupidest stuff that I've seen with the match engine to date. The Manchester United game, we lost 4-2, but this was all because that we had to try and get back into it. We did get back into 2-2. We then went 3-2 down, and then through caution to the win, conceded late on to a penalty. But, to concede a goal like this in a big game where, we've started all right and you just think that, that's the highlight over, not a problem. And the match end decides that this happens. Yeah. It makes me still frustrated to see it today. So we did that. We lost the Plymouth Argyle in the first leg of the Cabaret Cup. We did make the Cabaret Cup final. At that stage, I had one shot, one on target, one goal. For whatever reason, the side that scores plenty in the Premier League with 25 shots couldn't score. Just some of the stuff we're missing. We're missing cutbacks from the 6-yard box. We hit the post 3 times from the 6-yard box. It was atrocious. We then conceded. Which one is it? I reckon it's Ruben Salas' first one. It was just like another one of these stupid goals to concede. It was a bit of a joke, so, there's not much that we could have done. I'm pretty sure it's this one because they work the ball very nicely and then it falls to them. Just want to speed it up a little bit if I can. Yeah, because we get a tackle in and we clear it into Morales. That's pretty much how it went. Like, it fell to Salas, we clear it into our fullback and it falls back to him. It's just like, none of that stuff ever happens to us. City pumped us 4-1. And even in this game, you just kind of said, okay, not a problem. We're 2-0 down inside 6. The FM gods weren't really with us. We got off the stream after we beat Plymouth Argyle. I kind of just said that, no, I'm not happy with how things are going, to be honest. We then beat Leicester and Southampton in the last couple of games that I've played on my day off. I've kind of tried to turn off Football Manager most today. I did play in the FM League and we did beat Arsenal. Didn't stream it. I've kind of just had enough of the amount of bullshit that we're copying here at Burnley. And, Burnley aren't a club that are meant to be easy in comparison in this challenge. It's meant to be quite hard and quite a grind. And I can appreciate the grind of Football Manager. But the amount of goals that we have consistently conceded that the match ended is just us, a fullback headering it to their striker when he has all the time in the world, clearing it into one of our own players and it falling back to him. A ball over the top that the centre-back's going to get to and then they stop. It happened to me in the FM League game this morning that I did beat Arsenal 5-3 in as well to go 2-0 down. You just think, here we go again. It takes its toll. It's been a solid week and a half of the update doing my head in. And I've had enough of it. But that's that. Anyhow, that's my rant over. We'll get over it eventually. I've had not the best mental, past couple of days anyway. I'm not in the greatest mental space I've ever been in my life. But it doesn't matter because we beat Man City today. It'll go a whole world of good to trying to finish in this top 4, keeping hold of our best players like Miguel Aguero that want to leave if we don't finish in the top 4. And hopefully progress Burnley to that next level, and then we can try and win the Premier League. If we don't finish in the top 4 this season, I'm really worried that Burnley could turn into another 4 or 5 years as well, and we could be here for 8 or 9. Anyhow, I am going to stop the recording here. We will cut back to when it is the game time. It is basically game time anyway. I'm expecting my mum to come home pretty much any minute as well, and I don't want to have the dogs barking as we're in the episode, so I'll catch you in a second. Welcome back. Here we are, your team for today. It is going to be Onana, Morales, Boris Usman. Boris, by the way, is getting a lot of interest around Europe. No wonder, kid. Much on Gladbach now. I think I rejected an offer from... Might have actually been them, to be honest. Anyway, Usman. Prem is going to start, but Giancarlo has grown into an absolute monster. A and B is in great form. Expect to see a lot more of Giancarlo in these bigger games. Anyway, Smith, Tolisso, Auguste Jones, Hudson Enrique. The Duck didn't have the best of the games out last. I am going to put Miguel Aguero up front. He does love a big game. However, the Duck is someone that I could quite happily bring off the bench. As you can see, both have scored 14 already this season, so it's been not too bad. Anyway, we are going to continue on and see how we go against City. We do have Wolves next in the FA Cup as well. We also have Braga coming up in the Europa League. You know, it will make a very interesting stream whenever we decide to stream next. I don't think I'm going to stream tonight after coaching. You know, and I probably won't stream tomorrow night as well on the Tuesday, but we'll see. Anyway, I am going to go out there. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to ask the assistant to see what he thinks. And look, City haven't been in the best of form. City are down in 9th or 10th. City are in the middle of the table. Hopefully, we can do what we can do and go out there and do well. Anyway, Richard, he goes long. Can we win that one in the air? We probably did. The highlight blades out, you know, fades out. And Smith, he's actually scored a free kick the last 2 games. Puts it wide, and there we are against Southampton, and whoever we played after Southampton as well, Leicester. Well, we played Leicester before Southampton. He scored a free kick in both. So, you know, Dave Smith starting to find his feet here at Burnley. Anyway, Morales hasn't had the best of years, the wonder kid, but, you know, he's young, he'll grow, and that's the thing, that if we are going to be here for a while, it's good to have this young group. Anyway, it has found its way in. Curtis Jones on the cutback. And it is going to be one. It was a great ball from a Gus, who, as much as he's complaining because I rejected an offer from Barcelona on stream last night for him, Barca then ceased their interest in him. He's missed training a couple of times. Big games like this need a Gus to play. It's a good ball in back stick. Enrique, for a second, he thought he was just going to go for goal. Didn't. Jones goes back with the flight of it. Arguably could have been a foul from Miguel Aguero on the centre-back. Not given by VAR. We're 1-0 up. We're dominating the ball. Man City have been in a tough time of it. And I'm actually started to get slightly worried that City... You know, they've finished outside of Europe last season. They're going to probably finish outside of Europe this season. By the time we get to City, they could have fallen off the wagon. But it'd be interesting to see. Anyway, Dave Smith whoops it in. In the end, it's going to be an own goal, or it's going to be a given a goal of Hudson Enrique. We are 2-0 up. Edison lets one go through. I think it's flicked Hudson Enrique, Barreto, and then in. Good ball in from Dave Smith. Puts it in the right area. Hudson flicks it on. It has taken a deflection, but not of Barreto. It's taken a deflection of Holdek. And in the end, Edison doesn't do enough. We're 2-0 to the good. Inside 25 minutes. We were 2-0 up inside 10 minutes against Leicester, whom we won only 3-2, so it'd be nice to try and keep a clean sheet. As Miguel Agueri's in to make it 3. Miguel Agueri, in the end, Edison saves. Big moment from Miguel, and you back him in the score, and it could have been 3-0 inside a half an hour. Instead, we're only 2-0 up. 35 minutes played. We're looking good out there. Hudson Enrique, by the way, we put the pressure on him, and he is performed and developed this season, so it's been good to see. Anyway, 47 minutes played. We are 2-0 to the good. And hopefully, another half like that, and we'll see this out. And it'll be a big win in terms of the top 4, because then all that's left to play is Spurs on paper that are meant to be better than us. Watford coming up later in the season, because Watford are Watford, and that's really it. And that's really, I think that's all the bigger sides. You would then say we probably deserve to win most of those matches. You know, there'll be games like Brighton and that are going to be difficult, Bournemouth. But you would say on paper we should win the rest. That's a great block on the line. In the end, Zuka would score. It wasn't Harry Kane. Whoever our number 5 is, which is probably Premana, has just made a great block on the line. Dembele, that is one of the best blocks I've seen. And unfortunately, it falls straight to City. And there we go. But that's just another thing that just seems to always happen to us. If that was us with that header, it falls to City and they clear it. To us, it always seems to go in. Anyway, Usman now, top of the box. Curtis Jones, Borres, can go out wide if he wants to. In the end, the opportunity's passed. Now I just don't want him to lose it. And instead, it was a nice ball back into Curtis Jones. Dave Smith, been in great form. Ball to Hudson Enrique. He makes it good at the front post, but somebody tells us it's going to be disallowed for offside. And it is, unfortunately. It was a great ball from Dave Smith, but I think Hudson straight off. And it is going to be 2-1. Yeah, every single one of them is offside. Can't really complain. Don't do it. Boers. Harry Kane. Over the top to Dembele. His ball in. Headed. Onana saves. Blocked. Cleared. I hate the fucking match engine. Like, what the I'm at my wit's end. I'm at my wit's end with this game. He's all the space in the world just to hoof that clear, and he puts it there. Let's get Duckett on. Hey, Mum. Get him in there. Let's get Danny Quinn on for a Gus. He's only made the one run, and off we go.
Thank you for sweeping.
Oh, good. Boris, Jones, Tolisso, Curtis. Looking for Hudson. Of course, doesn't find him. You watch City win this. Hudson, in the end, I think, fouled his man off the ball out of frustration. Ndombele. Still with it. Out to Usuma Dembele. Can we get a block in? We don't. Kane, it's flicked away from Deli, Ndombele. It's going to be a goal, isn't it? You just know this fucking game. Come on, lads. Time's going to tick away.
Do you want me to make you a sandwich or something before I do the schnitzels?
Nah, I'm fine. Danny Quinn, Hudson. Heads! Hudson!
Oh, poor Stella's running.
Fuck off, Football Manager. I've had enough of your shit. Hudson Enrique. Fucking come on. You're a big boy with a big head. You come up clutch. Time to fucking make a change. Let's waste some time. Get Philippe out there. Get Curtis off. Thank fucking Christ. I'm at my wit's end with this game. I'm at my wit's end. It literally has made me mentally weak, this game. It is a bit of a joke. If this is a highlight because we're making a change, this could be the end of the challenge as we speak. Smith. Usman. Smith. Premana. Just get out for a throw and make the bloody change. Inside the Smith. Premana again. Just hold the fuck on. Usman goes long for no real need. Does get out. Let's make the changes. Let's waste the time. Anyway, Premana in the Smith. In the Hudson. In the Smith. Back to Usman. Should be game over any minute now. Any second. Usman again. Into Philippe. Usman. Philippe. Come on. Come on. Yet again. We get through the fucking bullshit and we win another one. It shouldn't be like this. That should have been a 3-0 win. Should have been a 3-1 win. Given maybe Zuka's goal. It doesn't always have to be cleared once it's been saved off the goal line. It can fall to him. That's fine. But, the amount of bullshit we concede. It is beyond a joke. Beyond a joke. It has made me mentally unstable. This fucking game. In the end, it's a good win, boys. Because every time you go away to City and you win, it is fantastic. Hudson with a header. We are there. That leaves us, still probably in 5th, but, a point away, but once, yet again, those big goals that we conceded, the bullshit again of Man United, the bullshit of Arsenal, all of a sudden, instead of being ahead of Liverpool, which we were after we beat Liverpool, we're 3 points clear of them. We're now going to be 4 points back when they do eventually win their game in hand. But we're there or thereabouts. And we're fighting. And our form should last until we play Spurs and a couple of others like Bournemouth towards the end of the season. Watford second to last day. Until then, we should really win most of our games. Anyhow, from DAMMO Does England, from episode 92. Thank Christ we got over the line. Or else that could have been the end of me and Football Manager. I'll catch you next time. Thank you and goodbye. Links in the description below. Go like the episode. Thank Christ.